The Connecticut Parent Advocacy Center has a program to help local school districts develop special education advisory councils. CPAC is a statewide nonprofit organization and Connecticut's federally funded parent training and information center. Its mission is to educate, support, and empower Connecticut's diverse families of children and youth with disabilities, chronic conditions, ages birth to 26, and the professionals who serve them. A local Special Education Advisory Council, or SEAC, is a district-level, parent-driven group that provides input to the local school district on systems-level issues in special education and related services. Now, parent-driven does not mean that parents are in charge or that parents do all of the work. What it means is parents should be leaders and partners in the work. The purpose and function of the SEAC is to provide direct input to school district leaders about policies, programs, practices, and services that have an impact on students with disabilities and their families. Its purpose is to advise and offer guidance, not to decide policy. Now, partnership is a fundamental value that drives the success of the SEAC to perform this function and purpose. The process of bringing a SEAC to your district can be initiated by anyone, but it really requires district leadership to be on board for it to work. If the superintendent and director of special education agree to support the development of the council, the next step is going to the Board of Education. If the Board of Education votes to establish the SEAC, then you can start the work of recruiting members. The makeup of the membership of a SEAC will look a little different in each district, but parents must represent at least 50% of the council. The council is designed to be a diverse group of stakeholders that includes administrators, educators, community members, related service providers, and even students. The membership of your Special Education Advisory Council should reflect the diversity of your district. It's really important that when you're recruiting members, you take into consideration factors like getting representation from parents of children in different grade levels, with different disability categories, and across racial and ethnic groups. Even making sure that you have both general education and special education staff represented on the council. Each SEAC will develop bylaws for their council. They'll also provide the Board of Education with an annual report of recommendations, though that won't be the only time that they will give the Board of Education input. Each SEAC will also host at least one workshop for parents regarding the special education process and their rights. It's important to understand the difference between an advisory and a governing board. The SEAC would be considered an advisory board, providing guidance rather than governance. Your Board of Education would be considered a governing board. They are the ones that are setting policy, where your advisory groups would be making recommendations regarding policy. The collective knowledge of the SEAC really helps to complement the knowledge and skills of your formal Board of Education members and help them to make decisions regarding policy. So what does it mean to represent your stakeholder group? Well, we know it's not possible for every single parent, educator, administrator, and community member to be on the council. So it's really important that each member represents their stakeholder group. While members may look through the lens of their own experiences and belief systems, it's important for them to speak on behalf of the group they represent at large, gathering input from them in between meetings. Parents are making the shift from speaking on behalf of their own child to speaking on behalf of all students. Teachers might be shifting from the needs of the students in their class to all students in the district, or even gathering collective feedback from other educators to present to the council. Everybody is shifting the focus from personal to systemic changes. Once they are developed, each SEAC member should read the bylaws. Attending meetings regularly and reading materials prior to the council meetings ensure that members are ready to actively participate and better represent the voices of their stakeholder group. Members of the SEAC will represent diverse perspectives and sometimes different opinions. It's important for the team to work towards consensus, not meaning that there's going to be a unanimous or majority vote, but meaning that the group found an acceptable proposal that all members can support. A SEAC meeting is a public meeting. It's important that council members do not use the names of specific students, staff, or family members. Issues should be discussed in general terms in discussion and written correspondence. If a family member speaks at the public comment section of the meeting, it is their own choice to disclose the names of their students. It is best practice for the council to issue a reminder that the meeting is public and reinforce with the public commenters that they should refrain from using specific names. The local Board of Education makes a resolution to create a SEAC in the district, so SEACs follow open meeting laws, posting the agendas and minutes publicly and allowing the public to attend and comment at meetings. One of the benefits of this is that it creates a certain level of transparency and openness that builds trust within the community. Using Robert's Rules of Order is an effective way to maintain clear and consistent communication at meetings. The Executive Board meets in between full council meetings to develop the agenda for the next meeting and other duties as appropriate. The council may decide to establish other subcommittees to do specific work outside of the full council meetings. As mentioned earlier, SEACs are responsible for providing an annual report with recommendations to the Board of Education, but they also give feedback many other ways throughout the year. They may review and give feedback on existing or proposed policies. They may also make recommendations during the budget process as to what should be a priority. Most SEACs will develop a small set of priority areas to focus on based on the stakeholder feedback. They also provide feedback to the special education administrator as requested, and they participate on other district groups and committees. One of the most important things for every SEAC to remember is keep students at the center of all that you do. Now, starting a SEAC may seem like a daunting task, but you don't have to do it alone. CPAC is here to help you. We can provide support, technical assistance, and training throughout the development of your council. We'll help you establish a culture and climate of partnership that will help you be successful. The Special Education Advisory Council program was developed with a Connecticut definition of family engagement in mind. Family engagement is a full, equal, and equitable partnership among families, educators, and community partners to promote children's learning and development from birth through college and career. If you're doing it right, your council will be a full, equal, and equitable partnership. For more information, you can call the Connecticut Parent Advocacy Center at 860-739-3089 or email us at cpac@cpacinc.org.